additional torment they have brought upon these people. Okay? And the Lord said that we're going to do double unto them that they have done unto us. Okay? So think about it. We're outside right now standing in the, 20 degree, 19 degree, 18 degree weather. Okay? It's windy, snowing. In the kingdom, we're going to have Esau working out whether it's hot, whether it's cold, right? Whether he's tired, it don't matter. He's going to be working for us non-stop, all day, every day, except for the Shabbat, okay? And the high holy days, okay? So we're going to be doing the exact same thing unto them that they did unto us, and that's what they fear, man. Okay?
So I got this. This is it's going into Isaiah, some Bible history. I thought about this the other day. How the Lord commanded Isaiah to walk naked for 3 years. God commanded the prophet Isaiah to walk naked and barefoot for 3 years as a powerful living sign against Egypt and Cush, Ethiopia, demonstrating their future humiliation and captivity by the Assyrian Empire, and urging Judah to trust God, not foreign alliances. This dramatic act symbolized the shame, vulnerability, and defeats these nations would suffer, with their people led away as prisoners, naked and barefoot, with buttocks uncovered. Key reasons for Isaiah's act. Symbolic warning. Isaiah's nudity was a vivid parable showing that Egypt, Judah's hoped for ally, would be stripped of its power and dignity. Prophetic demonstration. It illustrated the actual fates of Egyptian and Cushite captives taken by Assyria, serving as a tangible message, says Bible Hub and GotQuestions.org. Call to trust. It urged Judah to abandon reliance on foreign military strength, Egypt, and place their faith solely in God for deliverance, as warned in Isaiah 30, 1-3. Non-verbal message. It was a form of performative prophecy, making the divine message unforgettable and impossible to ignore. Much like Jeremiah smashing a pot, or Ezekiel cooking over dung. Now this is the scripture. Isaiah 20 and verse 1. So it's in Isaiah 20. In the year that the supreme commander sent by Sargon, king of Assyria, came to Ashdod and attacked and captured it. 2. At that time the Lord spoke through Isaiah, son of Amos. He said to him, take off the sackcloth from your body and the sandals from your feet. And he did so, going around stripped and barefoot. Then the Lord said, just as my servant Isaiah has gone stripped and barefoot for 3 years, as a sign and portent against Egypt and Cush, so the king of Assyria will lead away stripped and barefoot the Egyptian captives and Cushite exiles, young and old, with buttocks bared to Egypt's chains. Those who trusted in Cush and boasted in Egypt will be dismayed and put to shame. In that day, the people who live on this coast will say, see what happened to those who relied on those we fled to for help and deliverance from the king of Assyria. How then can we escape? Hey, so that was a sign from the Lord to show them that you can't trust in Egypt. You can't trust in all these other nations. You gotta trust in Him. Which reminds me of my favorite account in the scriptures when Hezekiah had to call upon the Lord to eliminate the Assyrians at his front doorstep.
That's right. And the Lord sent that. I believe it's that death angel. Okay, the Lord sent an angel to basically wipe them out. Okay, because what did Ramshakeh? I believe that was Ramshakeh, that was the messenger that came to Hezekiah.
Sennacherib.
Yes, or Sennacherib. I think Sennacherib sent Ramshakeh to Hezekiah to bring that message of talking shit about the Heavenly Father and how, we're the Assyrians, we take everybody out, your God, he's not going to save you from us, okay? And basically Isaiah brought that prophecy to Hezekiah, okay, and said, who do you think you are talking to the Lord like that? Who do you think you are talking to the Lord's people like that? And that's exactly right now, okay, we're in a time like that right now, where you see the boldness and the arrogancy of Babylon the Great, these Babylonians, right? Donald Trump over here talking shit about how nobody can stop him. That dude, I forget his name, that one chief of staff in the White House talking shit about how America's a superpower, nobody can stop him, right? It's that same spirit, you know? It's that same spirit. But the Lord prophesied this in Jeremiah chapter 50, in verse 1, it says, the word that the Lord Yahweh spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations, and publish and set up a standard, publish and conceal not. See, conceal not means don't hide these prophecies. We're called to come out here and proclaim these prophecies, and we don't care how you feel about it. It says, publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. The images and the idols of Babylon the Great are already broken by this word. By us bringing out the truth of the scriptures, now all these fake-ass Christians and all these other religions and all these other things that are all the idols of Babylon the Great, everybody knows and everybody's talking about what we're talking about, man. We've been bringing out these things for many, our elders, okay, and their elders have been bringing these things out for many decades, okay, and guess what? Now those prophecies are speaking right in the face of the entirety of the society, man. Okay?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
This brother's going into prophecy, and now there's camps as well that don't speak on the prophecies. They speak on the law.
That's right.
They speak on that's pretty much it. The law, and then Esau is going to be in slavery. But what about Jacob's trouble?
What about the mark?
And that's why this Proverbs 18 in the NIV verse 9. One who is slack in his work is brother to one who destroys. The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. Oh yeah, and who don't say the name? Nathaniel said about the name. When he hears the word, when he hears them say Yahweh Shai, I cringe. He said. The righteous run to it and are safe. The wealth of the rich is their fortified city. They imagine it a wall too high to scale. The wealth of the rich, because they're getting rich. So really that's what they're putting trust in. How much more money are we going to make, or can I make? And ultimately because I'm convinced that that's their lot though. So you really can't take it too personal. Because that's just their fucking lot, man. But they imagine it a wall too high to scale. That's why it says before the downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. Humility. It says in Ezra, worry not how the ungodly shall perish and when, but when the righteous shall be saved.
Yep.
Before a downfall, the heart of it, and that's what I think about Guerrilla Hebrew as well. He knows he's paid off. The last message he had was a very eerie, because he was really going into how telling his followers how basically we're going to be destroyed. I am a false prophet, but he wasn't saying it directly, but he said it kind of indirectly. He says he sees destructions coming in 2026. This Hebrew shit we are done with. It's done for. We've tried. He was really talking about himself there with Sakari.
That's right. His whole group is finished, man. And like I just read, pride comes before a fall. You know? That was the most proud group. And actually, I think that IUIC is going to go through some bullshit too. Okay? The Lord is bringing out judgment upon the house of Israel, because he tells us that judgment shall begin at the house of the Lord. Which means you Israelites got to go first, man. All you Israelite camps that have been fucking around, playing around with these prophecies, playing around with the MOTV, playing around with the name of the Lord, okay? The Lord is going to do you the same way he did Guerrilla Hebrew, and even worse, okay? Even worse. really it's only great millstone and like-minded brothers that preach the 100% truth that the Lord is really dealing with, man. Okay, and everybody knows it at this point because now they're just playing games. Nate is just playing games, man. Okay, these other camps are just playing games at this point. It's serious time. It's time to buckle down. It's time to choose this day whom you will serve, right? Choose this day. You're gonna be with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, or you're gonna be with some type of philosophy of this world, man. You holding something?
Yeah, Proverbs, Revelation 11:18. And the nations were angry, Babylon's destruction, America. And the wrath has come. Yesterday, last week in the camp, to start it off with the brother, and now is going into speaking on NATO. How this Greenland thing is personifying Revelation 17. This is Revelation 11:18. In the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and unto them that fear thy name. The name once again, Yahweh, Yahushai. Small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. And that's in Isaiah 14 once again. I believe it's Isaiah 14 or 24 as well. Isaiah 24, yeah. Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, broken the everlasting covenant.
That's right.
So, taught the people of the earth dual language. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. And that's going into just basically all the bullshit and destruction that Esau done spread upon this earth. That's why when you watch those futuristic movies, I was watching Elysium and last night actually, and it was the Sabbath, so maybe you could say it was kind of off, maybe not, but I was watching the movie Elysium, and just see the prophecies, yeah. But Elysium, and the day before that I watched this movie called Battlefield Earth. Yeah. They said that movie sucked, but I watched it. And both those movies are futuristic, dystopian, really dystopian, futuristic movies. In Esau's eyes, to the elite's eyes, that's their utopia. To basically find a place to go up on the space to live, and then leave this earth all filthy and polluted.
Yep. With their slave force at the bottom. You know?
What I wanted to highlight from that is, in both those movies, and other movies, many others, they always talk about how shitty the earth is. I gotta be in, the elites are talking, and then the ones on earth, they say, you think I want to be on this earth with this nasty ass air? So it just shows you Esau. Once again, Isaiah 24. They just don't care. They don't care about keeping the earth in its original condition.
That's right. And the sad part is, there's a lot of Jake that are in the same mindset as Esau nowadays. Okay, there's a lot of Jake that have been so reprobate and so gone that the Heavenly Father has given them over to the spirit of Esau, the spirit of the devil. Okay, let me get this. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, and many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. So in the last days, Peter tells us that the way of truth, the truth of the Bible, is going to be evil spoken of. Okay? Christianity is the largest religion in the world. It's the most accepted religion in the world. And in the United States of America, it is the official state-sanctioned religion, which is Christianity. Okay? That seems hardly evil spoken of in these last days. Okay? Most of you, okay, walking around in the United States of America, you're some kind of religion like Christianity, you're a Muslim, you're some sort of false philosophy. Okay? But the truth being evil spoken of, all of you, okay, are always coming against the real truth of the Hebrew Israelites, man. Okay, which is a small number. Okay, it says, and through covetousness shall they with feigned words make merchandise of you, whose judgment of long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not. And one thing that brings up to mind is what this recent little skit, you saw that Drewski skit with the church and all that. Okay, Drewski is making merchandise of all his skits, right? and he did a skit a few weeks back. Okay, Elderman Akhtazakbar did a video on it. He did one mocking IUIC, right? Which, you know, it was kind of funny. You know, you could laugh at it a little bit. But the point being is, Drewski is gonna be destroyed, man. Okay, and he's gonna reap the benefits. He's gonna reap the reward of what he's doing. Okay, and people like him. Elderman Akhtazakbar makes videos every single week on going on TikTok and finding people talking shit. Okay, the truth being evil spoken of. Okay, and at this point, if you can't see it, right? Like we said, you know, Elder Yashawama from the Dallas camp was saying something last week about how, hey man, what more do we have to say? What more can be said at this point? You know, we're at the end of this thing. If you don't got it by now, you're probably not of the elect, man. You know?
And I believe there is the elect that maybe will wake up when Jacob's trouble happens.
Damn, bro, look at this. You just out here like that, man.
There's a the brother's pointed to some woman.
Skirt. It's fucking 15 degrees out. You're just out here in a fucking skirt pantyhose, bro.
I mean, that's how you know she wants attention.
Anything for attention, bro. Anything for in Babylon the Great. These women will do anything for attention. They will dress in a fucking bikini in the middle of fucking January in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and die of hypothermia just to get looks, man. You know what I'm saying?
Just to go for that sexy Instagram model.
And she's walking with a man. She's with her man. You know? That's crazy, man.
This is Revelation 11. 19. In the temple of God, the power of Yahweh was opened in heaven, and there was seen in his temple the ark of his testament. That's the Ark of the Covenant. And there were lightnings and voices and thunderings and an earthquake and great hail. And that's going into the missiles, the sound that the missiles are going to make, the destruction the missiles are going to make. That's a metaphor for that. Now it could be literal. Literal thunderings might happen in the heavens that happens, but basically it's ultimately a metaphor for and actually literal too, for the destruction that's going to happen on America, because the chariots can also shoot out lightnings.
Yep.
Lightning really just means powerful, shiny ass light that can destroy something.
Yeah.
But what's the others? Yeah, no. Also, I was thinking about a sacrifice. America's going to be a sacrifice.
I can get that too. Isaiah 34.
Yeah, and it reminds me of. I was looking into some history on the Passover. It's good to go into that history. And I was going into some of that history on the Passover. How everything was, how it all looked. The second temple, the third, or the first temple. If you were to go to the second temple when it was built, it would look like a shack house compared to Solomon's temple.
Yep.
But then Herod came and upgraded it, made it bigger. But basically, on the Passover, when the Passover would come, there would be a lot of blood. They would every male would go up there to have their lambs sacrificed and killed for the evening, and when that Passover would come, there would be a lot of blood. There was actually a drainage that the priests had for all that blood to be cleanly transported out from the temple. It would go through a tunnel from the altar, and then out back, the blood would come out off back in the valley of Shittim, I believe it was called.
Yep.
And that's representative of the blood, the sacrifice. They called it the tables of slaughter. And that's what America's going to be, basically a great big Passover lamb of blood sacrifice. With all those lambs, you would take up there, and it would be so much blood that they would also take the priest would take the blood from the bulls. They would have bulls put the blood in there, and then go back to the altar. back and forth to throw the blood on the altar.
I got it right here. This is Isaiah 34 and verse 6. And the sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood and made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And spiritually today, Basra and Idumea is the United States of America. The United States of America goes by many hats in the Bible. Okay, you're not going to see the word America, but you will see Basra, Idumea, Assyria, Nineveh, Babylon, all these names that America's going by in these last times. And the Lord said what? He said he's going to commit a great slaughter, a great sacrifice in the land of Basra and Idumea. Okay?
So that's the one you got?
Yep, Isaiah 34 and 6.
Slaughter in the land of Idumea?
Yep.
That's in Isaiah?
Isaiah 34 and 6.
There's another one in Ezekiel as well. Get that one.
I think it's Ezekiel 21. This is Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 15. It says, I have set the point of the sword against all their gates, that their heart may faint, and their ruins be multiplied. Ah, it is made bright, it is wrapped up for the slaughter. Okay, so the Lord is once again explaining that he's going to commit a great slaughter in these last days, okay, against these Babylonians, okay, against these Persians, right? But actually, there's actually a slaughter going on right now in actual Persia. If you pay attention to what's going on in Iran, they're saying now that thousands of people are now dead, killed by their own government for the protests that are going on over there. And you know, Donald Trump tried to threaten Iran and say, if you kill any more protesters, we're going to take military action against you. Meanwhile, you're over here killing your own citizens. Okay? These people are hypocrites and actors, man. Okay? So that great slaughter is going to be, mainly focused on the United States of America, but ultimately it's going to be the entire world that's going to be engulfed in violence, man.
I think there's another one in Ezekiel 25.
Ezekiel 25? Ezekiel chapter 25. In 12, you think about verse 12, thus saith the Lord. This is Ezekiel 25, verse 12. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and will make it desolate from Teman and they of Dedan. They shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh power. So that's a good verse, because like I said at the beginning camp, what they've done to us is what we're going to do to them. Okay? People got a problem with that. People got a problem with prophecy coming up. People got a problem with the Edomites being destroyed by the Israelites. Okay? The Lord said the Edomites are going to be taken out by the Israelites. He says the same thing in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and 18. Okay?
This is Isaiah 10 and verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. The remnant shall return, and even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet the remnant of them shall return. It's going into the remnant, so there's going to be a one remnant that's going to get saved. And then the rest will come back in the kingdom. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. The consumption decreed is going to be the nuclear missiles.
Yep.
Sucking everything up with thermonuclear fire.
All-consuming fire. is going to consume all combustible material in the land, which is everything, including the people.
In the GNT, it says in verse 20, a time is coming when the people of Israel who have survived will not rely anymore on the nation that almost destroyed them. They will truly put their trust in the Lord, Israel's holy God. A few of the people of Israel will come back to their mighty power. Even though now there are as many people of Israel as there are grains of sand by the sea, only a few will come back. Destruction is in store for the people, and it is fully deserved. 23, yes, throughout the whole country, the sovereign Lord Almighty will bring destruction as he said he would. Come on.
I got something for that.
Come on.
Isaiah 11:11, to back the ark up, it says, and it shall come to pass that in that day the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant. That's that few. Those are those people that the ark is talking about. It says the remnant of his people who shall be left from Assyria and Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. So the Lord is only dealing with the remnant. He's only dealing with the elect. That's why we're out here for. We're not out here for anybody else, man.
Close out with that because it's good cold out here. It's like,
so with that, hopefully this was edifying. We'll close out.
Yeah.
We're giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible. It says Shalom and a Bible ball.
Ball.
It is indeed cold.